Hello and welcome to your Vitality Club, and especially for this EFT session. This is going to allow you to continue showing up as you become the woman you're destined to be. The world needs you now. So, thank you for taking this seriously. Thank you for taking yourself seriously. Now, I'm thrilled you're here as I've created the Vitality Club, especially for you. So you have somewhere sacred you can escape to for connection and collaboration and support as you start to uncover the woman you're destined to be. Now, my intentions for this club is to create a sense of belonging, a space where you feel seen and heard. And it's really important for me as these are all high values of mine. So when you come into this space, I want us to work together to create a place of deep, meaningful conversation where we come together to learn and share, support and connect. Most importantly, this is a space of no judgment. We don't judge one another, and we certainly don't judge ourselves. Come as you are, no masks required. So you probably know a little bit about who I am, but let me just take a couple of minutes to introduce myself to you properly. So I'm an Anglo-Irish woman who's had the privilege of living and working around the world. I spent 25 years in corporate life until I burned out and became seriously ill for many years. Fast forward to today, I have my own company, and my team and I support women just like you who outwardly seem to be confident and ambitious, only inwardly feel lost, overwhelmed, and like an imposter, worried that today will be the day you're going to get found out as that fraud. What else can I tell you about myself? I'm a water fiend. I row. I paddleboard. I'm a frustrated artist, meaning I love it, but I'm really no good at it. I find my greatest joy in the mountains, and one of my most favourite quotes is from John Muir, and that is, "The mountains are calling and I must go." I have that come up in my calendar every Saturday and Sunday to remind myself that time is my own. Let's get out there. Let's live. I'm a feminist. I'm an advocate for more senior women in senior positions of leadership. Whether that's in starting your own company, whether that's getting to the boardroom and feeling confident and trusting in the value that you are bringing to that dynamic. I live on the Sunshine Coast in East Sussex with my dog, who is a Staffy, and his name is Jock. The real reason I'm here is because I want to guide as many women as possible to show up in the world as themselves, to be healthy and vibrant, wealthy and confident, to know who you are, right? To be able to trust yourselves, to love yourself, to value yourself, and to be able to own the value you bring to the world, be that in your personal life, in your business, in your workplace, in your community. I'm going to be your cheerleader. I'm here to champion you, to own your genius, elevate your success, and do it without burning out. I invite you to dare to be you, to dare to become the vital leader you're destined to be, because the world needs you to show up now, today. And that is why I've recorded this powerful 15-minute EFT session especially for you. As we start on this road of self-discovery, it can be fraught with fears and overwhelming emotions, self-doubt and self-sabotage. This EFT session is going to support you in letting go of those limiting beliefs so you can find the energy and the clarity to keep showing up in the world. But before we begin, let me just very quickly talk about what EFT is. Well, it's a combination of ancient Eastern wisdom and modern psychology. It was first created by a psychologist called Aaron Beck and has gone on over the years to be improved as research from neuroscience and around neuroplasticity has shown how adept our brains are at letting go, coming to terms with, and healing. We're adept at rewiring those neural pathways. And EFT is an incredible tool that can help you to do that easily and quickly. Go check out my website, katholden.com, and get my free download if you want to know more. But I've got a page there that will explain in far more depth how this all works, and that will leave us to get on with our EFT session. So go and get yourself a glass of water, then find a comfy spot where you won't be disturbed, and you can focus entirely on yourself for the next 30 minutes. So pause now, go do that. Now the session itself will probably take 15 minutes, but I invite you to simply sit afterwards. Allow yourself to rest, to listen, to drink that glass of water. Because after a regular hour session, sometimes you can feel exhausted, sometimes you can feel exhilarated, but you need to have that time to just sit and tune in and follow the prompts your body is giving. Do I need to lay down? Do I need to get outside? Do I need to stretch? Do I need to do a bit of yoga? Do I need to put some music on and dance around the kitchen like a crazy person? You decide. Now, each EFT session follows a sequence. And so before we begin, I'm going to quickly run through that sequence with you. So there are no surprises coming up. But ultimately, you don't have to remember anything I'm about to tell you. Because what you're going to do when this session starts is you're going to follow what I do and you're going to repeat what I say. So I'm going to say something, I'm going to pause, you are going to say it out loud. Okay? Got it? Okay. So each session we start with a check-in. We check in to see how you're feeling, and we scale that emotion 1 to 10. 1 being I'm feeling really crappy, 10 being I'm feeling over the world, over the moon. So once we've checked in on that scale and we've rated how we're feeling on that scale, we then do a setup statement. And the setup statement is always the same. We always start by tapping on the karate chop point. And it doesn't matter whether you do that hand or that hand, it really doesn't matter. And you don't have to tap it hard, like just gentle taps with your fingertips on the karate chop of your hand. And whilst we're doing that, we have a setup statement. And that setup statement will go something along the lines of, even though I'm struggling today, even though I'm allowing that bully voice to take over and keep me stuck, I completely like and accept myself for who I am right now. That would be it. We'll probably repeat that 2 to 3 times, but that will probably be it. Even though, then we'll state what it is, and then we go into that I completely like and accept myself. Now, if you are able to, ideally, I completely love and accept myself. But we're just starting. We're starting. If you can't say that and mean it, then you like yourself. If you can't say I like and accept myself, then drop the like and just go to I accept myself for who I am right now. Okay? Once we've got the setup sequence done, then we go into the full-on tapping session. And this is going to be repetitive also. But we start at the crown of our head, and then we go to the inside of our eye, the outside of our eye, if I can speak properly, let me take my glasses off, under my eye, under the nose, under the lip, along your collarbone. I normally use a flat hand there just to make sure that we get it, right? Along the collarbone, under your arm, sort of along your bra line, across your wrist, and then tops and bottoms of your fingertips. And then we go back to the top of the head. And that is it. That's your tapping sequence. So when you're ready, I want you to sit up straight. I want you to plant your feet firmly on the floor. And we're going to take a good deep breath. And we're just going to take a couple of deep breaths together to just ground ourselves before we begin. So when you're ready, nice deep breath in. And again. And I want you, as you take your deep breath in, let your rib cage expand and contract. So that's what you're looking for. With that nice deep breath in, you're looking for your ribs to push your hands out. And then on the exhale, feel those hands go back in. Let's do 2 more of those and then we'll begin. One more. Okay. So as you sit there quietly, I want you to tune in to that voice inside your head. The voice that bullies you, that frightens you, that keeps you small. Now that's an important voice that we need, but we don't want it to be bullying us. We want it to be guiding us, to alerting us, but not frightening us, not keeping us stuck. So we're just going to tune into that voice for a moment. And I want you to write down one of the more painful things it tells you. What is the really painful thing it tells you? And as we go through, I want you to fit that into our sequence along the way. So as I'm talking about something, if it doesn't fit with how you're feeling, swap it out for what you are feeling. But this is our first step in being able to ditch or banish our imposter. So here we go. Tune in. Scale it on 1 to 10. How painful is it when you think about it? Are you okay? Or are you hurting? Scale it, write it down, and then start tapping. So let's begin. Even though I can get very stuck in life, and I can find it very difficult to show up as myself. I completely like and accept myself for who I am today. Just go again. Even though I can self-sabotage, I can keep myself stuck, I can keep myself small, I completely like and accept myself for who I am right now. One more time. Even though I can feel lost and overwhelmed, I can feel afraid to show up and be seen, I completely like and accept myself for who I am right now. Perfect. Off we go. I can get so overwhelmed. I can get so overwhelmed. I can feel so lost. I can feel so lost. I have no voice. I lose myself. Sometimes I don't even know who I am. And I feel so sad by this. And that sadness and that overwhelm, the fear, the frustration of all of this, it can bring me down. It can keep me small. It can keep me quiet. Back to the top of the head. I am so overwhelmed by this. I am so overwhelmed. I feel so stuck. I feel so lost. I feel so alone. And it frightens me. And it infuriates me. And I feel angry a lot of the time. This fear of being found out can be overwhelming. The fear that today is the day someone will discover I'm a fraud, it's exhausting and terrifying. And I can't rest for a moment. I can't let my guard down for a moment. I'm exhausted. It's exhausting living this way, having to hide myself. I'm so overwhelmed. I'm so sad. I'm lonely. I can't let anyone in. I can't allow these people to see the real me. Because if that happened, if I allowed people to see me, they'd know I'm a fraud. They'd know I don't know actually what I'm doing, that I'm just lucky. Right place, right time. And I want to change this. I am so ready to change this. And I know when I make a decision like that, it's really powerful. And I'm ready to make that decision. Because I do have something to say. I am valuable. I am worthy of the accolades I have worked so hard for. Because I do work really hard. And I am really good at my job. And it's time I stepped up for myself. And I'm ready. And I believe in myself as best I can. I know it's time to believe in myself. I know it's time to let go of all these old limiting beliefs that keep me stuck. I know it's time. And I know I'm going to do the best I can. And I understand I'll be doing it perfectly imperfect. And that's good enough. In fact, that's what I'm going to reach for. I'm going to reach to be perfectly imperfect every single day, to the best of my ability. Because I have a voice, and it's powerful, and it needs to be heard, and I'm ready. I'm going to do the best I can every day. I know I'm going to get it wrong sometimes. I know I'm going to get it right sometimes. I know it's going to take courage. I know I'm going to have to be vulnerable. And I know I'm capable of all of that. I've made my decision. I'm going to learn to trust in myself. And I'm going to show up for myself every day the best I can. And I'm going to accept myself for that. This perfectly imperfect human being doing the best I can every single day. Wonderful. Deep breath. Check in. Keep your eyes closed for a moment. How are you feeling? Go back to the original challenge that you wrote down and tune in again. Where are you going to scale that now after that quick round? Where does it fall on that scale? Write it down. I guarantee it's gone down, right? It's gone down. The pain is shifting. The emotions are shifting. Now you can repeat that as often as you like. Repeat it daily. Drink lots of water. Believe in yourself. You have started to slow down the momentum. And that is what we're searching for right now today. Let's slow down the momentum because we can't stop things dead in their tracks, right? The way that we're able to reverse is we slow down the momentum, and when it's slow enough, we start to reverse the thinking. This is what you're doing today. With this session, that's exactly what you're doing. So let me know how you get on. Any questions, you go to the group, go to the Facebook group. You're in the Vitality Club now, I'm assuming. Ask in there or send me an email, right? Hit reply, send me an email, but let me know how you get on. I'm eager to hear. Thank you, and I'll see you again soon.